Hello and welcome back everyone, and I guess you guys are now ready to exploit some real life vulnerabilities on your target machine. So everything we have covered so far has been building up to this moment, and today we will use our knowledge to perform our first exploit on a vulnerable target. And for this demonstration we will be attacking our Metasploitable, a deliberately vulnerable virtual machine designed for security testing. Before we begin, ensure the Metasploitable is running and note its IP address. So let's just do it right away. So I will go in my virtual box and click on the Meta1 Metasploitable. So our Metasploitable is opening and we have our login screen. So as you remember, our password was msfadmin, and make sure to note down your IP address of Metasploitable. So in my case, the IP address of my Metasploitable is 192.168.29.122. So let's note down your IP address of Metasploitable, and we will perform. First of all, we will open our MSF console here, and in the second terminal we will do a nmap scan on our target 192 and we will hit enter. Okay, so we have the scan output here, and also we have our Metasploitable running here as well. Now this scan reveals our first vulnerability, or we can say there is a port open, that is port 21 with TCP and FTP service, and it's using version VSFTPD 2.3.4, and which is known for its backdoor vulnerability. And we are going to check if any exploit is available for this vulnerability or not. Instead of doing Google to search exploit for this vulnerability like VSFTPD exploit, we will do search exploit. So we will just type search exploit here, copy this command, paste it here, and as we click enter, you can see we have some exploit titles related to it right here. So as you can see, we have two vulnerabilities to exploit here, that is backdoor command execution, and it has this path, that is Unix remote with .py and .rb with .py and .rb extension, and the rightmost column shows the exploit path as well, and this .rb file refers that it is inside our Metasploitable. So we can check that in our Metasploitable as well. So if we type search and paste the selection, and we have our output. So it says this exploit is located in the exploit directory, then in the Unix and FTP, and here it is a backdoor exploit. It has its disclosure date right here, it has its rank that says excellent, and this is the description for this exploit, and it is a backdoor command execution. So if we type info, so now to use this exploit, as I have told you earlier, you just have to select the path or copy the path, then type use and then paste the path. As you can see, no payload configured, defaulting to CMD Unix in track. So if we type info about this exploit, it says this module exploits a malicious backdoor that was added to VSFTPD download archive, and this backdoor was introduced into this version archive between June 2011 to July 2011 according to the most recent information available, and this backdoor was also removed in July 3rd 2011. So now if we type show options here, so it says we only need to set our host and our port, which is already set to 21 default, no need to change. And as we can see it on our terminal as well, that this vulnerability is on port 21, so it's correct and we don't need to change its port, and we only need to set the R host here. So let's just set our host right away, that was 192.168.29.122, and if we type show options, as you can see we have set our R host right here. Now if we want to change our payloads, we just have to type show payloads, and as you can see there is no any other payload for this vulnerability. It is showing only one payload, that is CMD Unix interact, and it its rank is normal, and as you can see the description says Unix command interact with established connection. Basically it means if we exploited our target using this exploit, we can use the shell command or that command prompt and gain total access over it. So to execute this command we just have to type exploit now and press enter, and as you can see the process is started and it says found shell. Now to verify access we can just simply type ls command and see if we are inside our target or not, and if we press enter after pressing ls, as you can see we have output right here. And to mind you, we are not using this ls command inside our Kali Linux machine, we are using this command inside our Metasploitable. So if we type ls here, so now if you can see we have changed the directory and I have pressed ls here, typed command ls here, and as you can see we have the similar output here. And if we type who am I here, it says root. That means we have root privileges on our target machine, which is a highest privilege on any machine. So that means we can do anything inside that machine, we can even crash that thing as well. And if we want to check the present working directory, it says root, and to check if we can make changes in the system or not, let's just create a directory. We will use the make directory command, that is mkdir, and we will create a file named VulnTech. And as we click enter and type ls, as you can see we have a file here named VulnTech, and if we cross verify on this, as you can see we have a file named VulnTech here as well. And if we want to remove this directory, so just type rmdir, type VulnTech, press enter, type ls, and as you can see this directory is erased from here and also from here. That means we have a complete access over our vulnerable target, that is Metasploitable. And to exit from this session we just have to type command exit, and as you can see the shell command session 1 is closed. And to exit from this exploit we can type exit again, and we are out of our Metasploitable. Now the conclusion is we have successfully exploited VSFTPD 2.3.4 vulnerable exploit. Using Metasploitable we gained root access, we executed our exploit, and this is just a beginning. There are many more exploits that we are going to practice in our future lectures. In the next lecture we will explore more vulnerabilities including bind shell, SSH brute force, and Windows based exploits.